television event. It's hard to believe, but tonight's heavyweight fight is the swan song for the grand old Atlantic City Arena. The final event to be held in this storied hall before it is gutted and completely renovated as part of Gilbert Powell's Millennium Hotel and Casino. I'm eager to go ringside, along with 14,000 fight fans who have braved Hurricane Jezebel.
Cut! Can't see it. They want you to call it a tropical storm, not a hurricane.
But it is a hurricane.
Yeah, well, it's also a holiday weekend, so will you please just call it a tropical storm? Please?
I love this town. They even spin the weather.
All right, listen, we gotta go live on this one, so don't screw it up. And Al, I think that's Powell going in there with Secretary Kirk. Zoom in on them during the intro.
Anyway, we're gonna do this on this side. Why don't you stand out here like a weather bimbo? Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a Powell pay-per-view television event. Well, the lucky ones are already inside of the fight as the first taste of Tropical Storm Jezebel lashes the boardwalk outside the grand old Atlantic City Arena. It's hard to believe that tonight's heavyweight fight is the swan song for the historic hall. The final event to be held here.
We got 30, 40 seconds. What's your name? My hair looks like sugar. I'm on TV. For Christ's sake, I'm on 30 seconds, will you? I think we can put in this first one. Yeah, that's the only way you get angry. You gotta get your big fat smile all over the two pirates.
Yo, you already know where you at. And man, it's been a long one, y'all, but I smell the smoke. I smell the smoke from the burning gun, y'all. I'ma tell you that. I smell the smoke from the burning gun, and the guards is out. Ninjas is on the rooftop. We got the whole perimeter scoped out. The whole American comeback tour, y'all. And we back at it. So, you know what I mean? We let the whole Jesuits put that Hollywood script together, and we just been home building, getting the script ready for y'all so we can give you the motherfucking whole entire script. And it looks like it's a blockbuster hit, y'all. So this is like a storyline from a blockbuster hit, a chilling suspense novel that just dives down a whole rabbit hole of conspiracies. This is a tall tale about a man of steel, a little gay patsy boy who charmed a male to female transgender. I mean, this is breaking news, and it's been spreading worldwide like a plague, y'all. I'm telling you, the streets are doomed, man. There's liberals and conservatives. They're having their own little civil war on social media, and their whole little caboodles, their whole little baby showers, and they're just, shit is hectic right now, right? Fruitcake after fruitcake are being fired from small to large corporate careers. The Masonic pansy talk hosts are being silenced by the script. Like, shit is crazy, y'all. The freedom of speech is on the edge for civil rights. Secret societies are laughing at the chaos, know what I mean? Big brothers, the plans are lining up for the future of the new world order.
The idea behind this event,
Big brothers' plans are lining up.
What's the word
for
I'm looking for?
future
The concept
of the
of this
new
event, man.
world order. You know what I mean? Because a man has publicly been executed by the
Yeah,
numbers.
man, because you know it's supremacy. That's a strong name. That's a strong card name,
Disney
bro.
presents straight the fuck up, right? A man has been publicly executed by the numbers, and we're here to give y'all the truth, alright? This is the story of the Maga Martyr, alright? The story of the Maga Martyr.
This is a dark moment for America, for America, for America, for America.
In a time when our country should be getting ready to celebrate a memorial for the doomsday tragedy of the Twin Towers, another tragedy strikes the day before 9/11. Right? The day before 9/11, which brings us to September 10th. Right? This man who goes by the name of Charlie Kirk was shot during a rally in Orem, Utah Valley University campus in front of a large crowd, right? Publicly executed, y'all. This so-called killer escaped a 33-hour manhunt, which was set forth by calling captive his parents. He fell captive to his own parents, so they turned his son in. His pops turned in little fucking Tyler James Robinson, yo, a 22-year-old student. And here the surface news is giving Americans on social media, TV, shit is crazy. They're just feeding y'all bullshit after bullshit, lie after lie. You know what I mean? A lot of your motherfuckers is confused. Left is going right is going left. You know what I mean? The whole fucking bird, the bird itself can't even fucking fly. Wings is getting chopped off. It's crazy, y'all. While others who were tired of being fooled, there are very few with the eyes and discernment, y'all. And the YouTube streets have been rocking. I mean, the creators, they're getting deep in the bag. So shout out to all y'all out there who bring all the motherfucking information out, the real shit out there, whether it's gematria or all the news behind us. You know what I mean? Homie came out with the video being shot from behind, multiple shooters now type shit. You know what I mean? Remember the whole movie with the JFK fucking Oswald screaming out, and I mean, he's a patsy. Like, it's like conspiracy after conspiracy. This is like the perfect fucking Disney story right here.
I'm just a
Disney got a blockbuster hit. I mean, so who are providing the real news and shit? I mean, it's content creators who are really solving the case, the / conspiracy. Alright, so we about to get deeper into this mix. We about to add this shit up. This shit was about to be like a 3 motherfucking hour document. I'm just gonna put a bunch of shit together, but no, we gonna do it like this. We gonna rock out. Alright, so let's get deeper into the mess. Let's get everything rolled up, everything poured up. Let's go put on our army suits, our army boots. Alright, let's go to the Vatican. Let's go set fire to the police guy. You know what I mean? So we can sit here, listen to me ramble about this whole fucking script, because this is what it all is. Alright, it's a script. Little characters are just characters are being assassinated by the motherfucking script. Alright, so we'll watch a few videos, listen to me bullshit. We gonna be entertained by clowns, false narratives. We also wake a few motherfuckers up. Alright, so roll up, get your popcorn ready and shit. When I say we going to the theater on this one, yeah, we going to the theater on this one.
Yeah, can I get 2 tickets, a bucket of popcorn, extra butter, a cherry Slurpee, some hot tamales, some sweet tarts. Hold up. Let's go to the theater. All my clips are cinematic, caliber choreography, category charismatic, catalog of films, unfiltered classics, Asiatic, Afro, samurai practice, aerial assault action, artillery acrobatics, angry assassin, no accidents, director of the demographic, demonology tactics, devoted Catholics, dramatic closed caption, dimension, the dimension of Saturn's axis, established members are casted, esoteric masters, elite smilers, the camera light flashes, tickets available for the masses, temporary passes, time to celebrate with celebrities and dragons, beauty pageant, behind the scenes movie magic, black mask, blasphemous Baphomet, red carpet, Baal, the religious bullseye, target, ritual harvest, revenge brought forth before war started, regardless, matinee parking, mandatory artist arguments, money laundering, minutes away from the management department, theatrical hardship, theater wages are garnished. Thought process, dark as the dark web market. Ridicule, residuals, repercussions for each individual. Review the interview, Reaper in the media room. Oscar ceremony, audience chanting, popcorn popping, people are binge watching. Remote control the objects, rotate angle, mirror optics, reverse rerun process, return puppeteer project. Hollywood's held hostage. He yelled, "Hail Satan!" A Christian bailed from a prophet. Honoring nonsense is beyond understanding logic. This television operates robotic. Tesla's powered by the demonic. Theologists, larcenous, the narcissist, neurologists. Computer chip, data board usages. Constitution say you should be used to this. Cautious cinema performances, cost-centric sources. Heart of the sorceress, quality production got you sucked in. Quick judgment, quantize the substance. Quarantine the New Age family abduction. Stream this broadcast to the public. Bruce Lee watching horror flicks disgusted. I love it.
This is a dark moment for America, for America, for America, for America, for America, for America, for America.
This is a dark day for our state. It's a tragic day for our nation. And I want to be very clear that this is a political assassination. Assassination, 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 assassination.
Yo, what's good everybody? It's your boy Script, back with another video, and as you've likely heard by now, on Wednesday, September 10th, 2025, conservative activist and commentator Charlie Kirk was shot and killed while debating a student, eerily enough, on the topic of mass shootings and transgender individuals in America at Utah Valley University. Charlie Kirk, the co-founder of Turning Point USA, which is an American non-profit organization that advocates for conservative politics on high school, college, and university campuses. It was founded in 2012 by Charlie Kirk and Bill Montgomery. In addition to that, he's also got the Charlie Kirk Show and millions of followers across social media platforms. He's managed to carve out a large space in the Republican sphere, resonating with many young Americans. Known for his firm evangelical Christian values and polarizing nature, his debates would often stir up quite a conversation, whether it was on a campus or in the comment section of one of his many viral clips. Now, whether you or I personally agree with his values is one thing, but just know that with a story like this, the media is definitely going to take it as fuel to pump up division in our already fragile political climate. Personally, I have seen tons of his clips over the years, and I could say that I have agreed with some points depending on the topic, and others like his firm support for Israel, I didn't in the slightest. But unfortunately, with his death, he leaves behind his wife and 2 children who were potentially in attendance at the event, but someone could correct me if I'm wrong there. Naturally, if you've seen the video of his death, which for obvious reasons I won't be sharing, you're probably thinking, damn, that's a messed up way to go out, regardless of how you feel about the man. Now, this story is very fresh, and while clips have gone around of an elderly man being handcuffed and accused of being the gunman, that has since been walked back by most news outlets. However, reports did state that Charlie was shot from a 200-yard distance. According to dispatch audio reviewed by People magazine, a possible suspect was, quote, on top of the building on the far north side, just east of the library, and wearing all black, carrying a black long gun, black tactical helmet, a black mask, possibly wearing a tactical vest and jeans. The governor of Utah, Spencer Cox, in a recent press conference made it very clear that Charlie Kirk's death was, quote,
a political assassination.
And as Trump stated in his recent remarks,
this is a dark moment for America.
It's clear that there is something more to this story. So for those new to the channel, the practice of gematria is an alphanumeric system derived from Kabbalah, aka Jewish mysticism. This practice is used daily by the mainstream media to script and hide meanings in plain sight throughout the news that we're fed. In a nutshell, each of the 26 letters of the English alphabet is assigned a numeric value, and using the 4 base ciphers allows you to spot patterns between words, phrases, or sentences. When paired with date numerology, you can gain a unique perspective on mainstream narratives that most would never notice. For those who follow me on Instagram at @SeeThroughTheScript, you might have seen the post I put up, but there is even more that we're going to get into. So let's start with his full name, Charles James Kirk, the date numerology, and the word kill. Notice how they all align with that 64. And again, this story is that while debating a student on the topic of mass shootings, he was killed with a gunshot wound to the neck. Notice he was murdered 34 days before his upcoming birthday, and murder equates to 34. Here you could see that the phrase shot dead equates to 31 in the most pure cipher, and again, we know that he died at the age of 31. In a number of previous posts and videos of mine, I've talked a ton about this kill date. Basically, throughout the year, there are several days where the date numerology will align perfectly with the numbers 64, 28, 44, and 17, which all so happen to align perfectly with the word kill in the 4 base ciphers. Often when the date rolls around, there are headlines of a notable figure dying and, in many cases, being killed. In this case, it just so happened to be Charlie Kirk. The date numerology also aligns with the word shot, which is exactly what happened to Charlie on September 10th. As you start to notice these patterns and connections, it makes you question how random this situation truly is. You can see here that the words shooting and Wednesday match in the reduction ciphers, with the 44 aligning with the date numerology, and of course he was shot on a Wednesday. When it comes to the date September 10th, it can be written as 10/9 like the number 109, which aligns with the word shooting in the reverse ordinal cipher. But alright, so considering President Trump was the one who confirmed Charlie Kirk's death with a post on Truth Social, it for one is a tail sign that he'll numerically be connected to this story. But also it shows how much of a key role Charlie Kirk played within the right-wing sphere, influencing millions of young Americans to lean more to the right, contributing to Trump's win in the 2024 election. Here you can see that Charlie Kirk was shot and killed 88 days from Trump's 79th birthday. We'll get to the number 79 in just a second, but notice Turning Point USA and Trump both equate to 88 in their respective ciphers. The number 88 is big when it comes to Trump, and if you scroll for other videos and posts I've done on him, you can see how this number pops up quite often. Anyway, I mentioned Trump was 79 years old. That's because the word murder equates to 79. And again, just think about how it was Trump that confirmed the news of Charlie Kirk's death.
To confront the fact that violence and murder are the tragic consequence of demonizing those with whom you disagree day after day, year after year, in the most hateful and despicable way possible.
Notice that both Charlie Kirk and Donald Trump have that 60 connection with their names in the reduction ciphers, further numerically linking these two individuals. Before Charlie began debating the students at Utah Valley, he was seen tossing out Maga hats as well as hats branded with the number 47, representing Donald Trump. A photo floating around shows 3 hats in frame, all with the number 47 of course, and it's being used by a ton of mainstream sources right now in their coverage. And it's no doubt for a reason. Notice Republican, Democrat, and Trump all equate to 47, along with the word division. Now hear me out. These two parties are the very definition of division. Two feathers on the same bird. Whether you side with the left or the right, blue or red, just as the system is designed to make us do, you end up caught in their cycle of division. So with the death of a public figure like Charlie Kirk, a man with many controversial takes, people are already raging in the comments, suspecting it was some sort of Democrat behind this, or as Trump stated in his remarks, the radical left.
For years, those on the radical left have compared wonderful Americans like Charlie to Nazis and the world's worst mass murderers and criminals.
I'm going to say this. Democrats own what happened today. I am devastated. My kids have called panicking. They probably, all the kids of every conservative in the country call panicking. Just because you speak your mind on an issue doesn't mean you get shot.
Then by that logic, do Republicans own the shooting of the two Democratic lawmakers in Minnesota? Isn't this on both sides?
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm asking.
We don't know what condition Charlie Kirk is in right now. Some raging leftist lunatic put a bullet through his neck, and you want to talk about Republicans right now? No.
Further causing more tension. Tension that the media thrives off and will use to their fullest advantage to further split an already divided nation. Remember the motto, Ordo ab chao, order out of chaos. And think about the play on words and the symbolism with Trump stating,
"This is a dark moment for America,"
after the loss of Turning Point USA's founder, Charlie Kirk. It's practically a coded message, hinting at how the nation is truly coming to a turning point. Now, whether that be for better or worse is unknown, of course, but I think it's fair to say most don't think it's for the best. Speaking of turning point, Charlie Kirk died 97 days after the 13th anniversary of Turning Point's founding. The word death equates to 97. He also happened to die 269 days from the upcoming 14th anniversary of his organization. Taken that his full name equates to 269 in the reverse ordinal. Now, what's also interesting is how there were a ton of rumors floating around that President Trump was going to die just a few weeks ago. There was a picture of some bruising on his hand, and Trump even addressed the claims going around. But the point is that people already had this kind of idea floating in the air, and while it wasn't him this time around, it was one of his strongest advocates who was shot. I mean, in my opinion, it's starting to look like a sacrifice, as if someone had to go so another could stay. Others might see it as an attack on free speech, a silencing for speaking out in debate. That in turn could signal that taking part in open discussions might bring trouble, leaving us to wonder how future laws around public debate could shift and whether that could become yet another excuse for more censorship. Notice Charlie Kirk was shot 60 weeks after Trump's assassination attempt in July of 2024. So Charlie Kirk was killed while at Utah Valley University, located in Orem, Utah. Notice how that equates to 38 in the reduction cipher. His full name, Charles James Kirk, equates to 163, the 38th prime number. And for those super familiar with English gematria, you know just how relevant the number 38 is when it comes to the topic of death, killing, and murder, and everything else you could see on the screen right now. Now, lastly, what I want to point out is how Spencer Cox, the governor of Utah and the one who declared Charlie Kirk's death a political assassination, has a name that equates to 148, matching the label he put on Charlie's death. Again, as you go through the details and run the numbers, you'll begin to spot these connections. As the famous Shakespeare quote goes, all the world's a stage and all the men and women are merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. As of September 10th, 2025, Charlie Kirk has unfortunately made his exit. It's also pretty crazy how it happened a day before 9/11, an already tense day in America due to the history surrounding that infamous date. Anyway, regardless of how you feel about Charlie Kirk, RIP goes out to him, but let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Now that the voice and founder of Turning Point USA has been publicly assassinated, is his death really going to bring about a turning point in the already divided US political climate? Time will tell. If you enjoyed the breakdown, you know what to do by now, man. Drop your boy a like, share the video, drop a comment, and most importantly, subscribe, man. Remember, it's all free to do. It's been your boy Script, and I'm out of here. Peace. Peace.
Those secrets were known to but 3 in the world, and that without the consent and cooperation of the other 2, he neither could nor would divulge them. But
this is Freemasonry's third-degree ceremony, when the candidate becomes a Master Mason. It reenacts the murder of Hiram Abiff, the mythical architect of Solomon's Temple. 500,000 men in Britain today, including some 22,000 police, have been through this ritual climax.
The ruffian aimed a violent blow at the head of our master, but being startled by the firmness of his demeanor, it missed his forehead and only glanced on his right temple, but with such force that it caused him to reel and sink down on his left knee. Recovering from the shock,
the mystique and the power of a ritual like this can certainly sway some people who would perhaps rather not think for themselves, or who would do anything rather than give up that feeling of support and backing and strength that they get from the group. And those are the people who will say, I was following orders. You know, I couldn't betray my mates, even though whatever it was patently wrong.
Nowhere is the pressure to stand by your mates stronger than in the police, where generations of detectives have used Freemasonry as a cover for corruption. Tonight, we reveal the hidden Masonic connections in some of Britain's biggest police corruption scandals, and the Scotland Yard network, which one Masonic detective branded a firm in a firm.
Welcome back, Truth Seeker. We're going to have to move quick here because time is limited for yours truly. But of course, this morning, the big story, the governor of Utah, Spencer Cox, announcing that the Charlie Kirk assassin suspect in custody. He said the 22-year-old was arrested last night late on the 11th after a 33-hour manhunt. And when I heard that, I thought, 22/11 reminds me of 22nd of November, big tragedy, assassination, JFK. And then after 33 hours, of course, JFK was killed in the middle of Dealey Plaza, named after a 33rd degree Scottish Rite Freemason who was big in the newspaper business. And of course, JFK once gave that speech April 27th, 1961 to the Newspaper Association about the problem with secrecy in the United States of America, only to die a couple years later, again, in a plaza named after a member of a prominent secret society who was in the newspaper business. And a lot of Americans know about that JFK secrecy speech, but they've never really connected the dots on where he died as the 35th president on I-35. The first Catholic, when, of course, in gematria, Catholic equates to 35. Unless you run it in reverse, then it equals 46, like his age of death. But yes, gematria, the Kabbalistic practice of coding numbers into words. It matters that it's Kabbalistic because it comes from Kabbalah, which Freemasonry is based in. And who guards the Freemasonic Lodge? The Tyler. And did you hear about this Tyler? Because it reminded me of something that was real big at the start of the year. We got an assassin here who writes messages on his bullets. In the United States of Amnesia, it might be hard to remember the end of last year, beginning of this year, but remember there was the United Healthcare CEO assassinated by a Luigi Mangione who wrote messages on his bullets. And that assassination took place at the Midtown Hilton Hotel 47 days before Inauguration Day, when that's the same 47-story Midtown Hilton Hotel that Trump was in back in 2016 when he won the election over Hillary. But yeah, Luigi Mangione, he got arrested eating French fries at a McDonald's in Pennsylvania by Tyler Fry. Again, a Tyler guards the Masonic Lodge. That venerated number by Masonry, 33, a 33-hour manhunt to catch Tyler this time. But yeah, Tyler Fry gets Luigi Mangione in the McDonald's in Pennsylvania eating French fries not long after Trump had just served French fries at a Pennsylvania McDonald's on Kamala's 60th birthday just before the 60th election. So let's really put this together and unlock the Masonic jokes as we're being laughed at from all angles. I'm sure you guys saw that Joe Rogan had Charlie Sheen on to react to the Charlie Kirk killing. It's like an outtake from Major League. Anyway, we're going to talk about this. Then we're going to talk about Charlie Kirk dying at 31, just before the 31st anniversary of the assault weapons ban, which happened September 13th. That'll be tomorrow. That will be the 31st anniversary. 94. Charlie Kirk dead at 31. Talk of banning assault weapons. Keep in mind, this time it was a bolt-action rifle. Wasn't technically an assault weapon, but again, the commentary's out there all over. It's time to do something. There's too many dangerous weapons out on the street. And then also, we're going to get into something we've been talking about since the Butler shooting and then the GOP convention in Milwaukee, because something that stood out about that was how McKinley, the 25th president, was assassinated, and then he was replaced by Teddy Roosevelt, who was shot in Milwaukee, because when they nominated J.D. Vance, who carried Kirk's casket on Air Force One today, when they nominated J.D. Vance as the VP nominee, he became the youngest VP nominee pick since Teddy Roosevelt, who was shot in Milwaukee, where, of course, Charlie Kirk spoke at the GOP convention. But isn't it interesting how Teddy Roosevelt, who replaced the 25th president, when here we are in 2025, how he was shot on October 14th, which is Charlie Kirk's birthday, which is also the day in history that the Superior General became the Superior General, because, again, I did tell you about how this shooting happened 63 days of Charlie Kirk before Arturo Sosa's birthday, and they've drawn parallels to all these assassinations, including JFK in 63. But isn't it interesting how Teddy Roosevelt equals 63? And remember when the Trump "it just grazed his ear" thing happened, where he needed the Van Gogh bandage? Remember how the man who was killed, Corey Contemporary, he worked for the Buffalo Fire Department, which was Buffalo, Pennsylvania, but of course McKinley was shot in Buffalo, New York, and of course once upon a time Trump tried to buy the Buffalo Bills, and then he was rejected, so he went on to run for president. But you see how Buffalo 63, like Teddy Roosevelt, and remember Trump was up there, kissing the Buffalo uniform at the GOP convention. Are you seeing how all this comes together? So we're going to recap this, but there's a lot of pieces here I want to talk about, because these things are puzzles put together by the cabal, who've been literally playing jokes on us all throughout history. And when they create new history, like what just happened to Charlie Kirk, they love to play on the past themes, the past storylines, the still unsolved mysteries like JFK. It's all under wraps. Trump was going to put out the files, and he put out some files, and they told us absolutely nothing. But yes, here we are. Tyler Robinson, per Spencer Cox, the governor of Utah, arrested after a 33-hour manhunt. I don't even know what to say at this point, you guys. It's just, I get so sick of the 33 mocking. Again, I just did a long podcast with a group called the Occult Rejects a few weeks ago about what, it was right after the New York mass shooting on the 33rd floor, after the killer's 33-day road trip that started in Sin City. But I went on and explained why the cabal uses 33, what it's all about. I did a short video on this explaining this morning, but again, first of all, let's understand what's encoded in these words right here. Masonry, 33. The highest degree of the Scottish Rite is 33. And let me make a point about Scottish Rite and Donald Trump. And Trump is the apprentice, which is the first degree of Freemasonry. But do you see how Scottish Rite has this 165 and 159 value? Donald Trump's birthday is June 14th, the flag's birthday, which is the 165th day of the year, and Donald Trump also equals 159. Last year, when he was saved by the Secret Service, that was 159 years after they were established. People don't know the Secret Service was established the same day that Lincoln was shot. But Scottish Rite's also 78. Trump retook office at age 78. There's 78 cards in the tarot deck. The top cards are Trump cards. By the way, tarot cards equals 119, like he took office with the 119th Congress. And the first time around back in 2016, the election was called for him on November 9th, which was also the anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall, and he became the 45th president-elect. But again, Scottish Rite 165. The top degree is 33. Look at Tyler Robinson. Look at what's encoded in his name. Also 165. And you see the 75, for example, that's the same as Charlie Kirk. And again, Charlie Kirk's also 60, like Donald Trump. And Trump won the 60th election after sacrificing his ex-wife exactly 60 weeks in the first Jesuit Ignatian year and a million other 60 rituals, including Donald Trump, the braggart versus Alvin Bragg, who he eventually beat, and just 1,000 other things, really. And remember, from the Trump hoax to what happened to Kirk was 60 weeks and 4 days. We covered all this. Anyway, the point is, this guy's name, Tyler Robinson, equals Scottish Rite. It equals 165. It also equals Donald Trump. And if you need one more reminder, Kirk was killed 88 days after Trump's birthday. Trump equals 88. The Republican Party equals 88. Turning Point USA equals 88. Masonic Ritual equals 88. Okay? Again, if you're new here, these are the 4 base ciphers of the English language. I didn't make it up. I learned about it in a book written in 1926. That book's almost 100 years old. It was written by Manly P. Hall. It's called The Secret Teachings of All Ages. All of these ciphers are just the alphabetic order. A is 1 up to Z is 26. The alphabetic order in reverse. Z is 1 back to A is 26, and both orders with numerology applied. It's simple mathematics. It's a really simple code. Out of the 4 ciphers, this one is the one I've talked about the most since I first learned about in 2013. Again, 33-hour manhunt, masonry, police, federal, secrecy, order. The reason I threw the name Kennedy up there is because, again, what day did he die? November 22nd, in the middle of Dealey Plaza, named after a 33rd degree Scottish Rite Freemason. In this case, Tyler Robinson's 22 and arrested on the 11th of September. Don't forget, 33 years before 9/11 happened in 2001 and 68, 911 was made the national emergency dialing code. Yesterday, the media, CNN, Fox, MSNBC, they were all putting out the number for the FBI to call about this guy. Call 911, call the federal police, call the police. If you have any leads, think about it, you guys, on 911, right? Call the police. The police made the arrest on 911. 1968, 33 years before 2001. 911 made the national emergency dialing code. World Trade Center construction began in New York City. Boeing debuted their jumbo jetliners. George W. Bush graduated from Yale's Skull and Bones. And again, he's a bonesman. The alumni of Skull and Bones, bonesman, just for the record, 33. But by the way, another thing, just since this day.
What about the Tyler? What does the Tyler do?
Well, the Tyler's job is to guard the door. His job is to kind of sit outside the meeting and make sure there's nobody eavesdropping or nobody trying to get in that's not qualified to get in. So it's his job to kind of just make sure that anybody trying to get in is recognized and regular.
Okay. Is that kind of a throwback to when the meetings happened in like taverns where it was easier for Masons to come in?
I suspect
in this
so.
building, they're all so tucked away that somebody wandering in and spying is a lot less likely.
Well, I think we have to remember that we came from the old operative stonemason guilds. You know, ritual and how things were back in those days is so sparse that we really aren't absolutely sure how the meetings went. But the Tyler's job, if they had a Tyler, he'd be doing the same thing, making sure somebody wasn't getting into the meeting that didn't have the proper level of education that would allow them to associate or compete for jobs.
All right. And he's the one that gets the sword, right?
He does have a sword. Now the sword is purely symbolic, but in general, it's a symbolic thing as a method of protecting the lodge from those that people are trying to listen in or those people who are trying to sneak in who might not be Freemasons.
I'd like some legal representation. These police officers have not allowed me to have any. I don't know what this is all about.
Kill the president?
No, sir, I didn't. People keep asking me that. Sir?
Did you shoot the president?
I work in that building.
Were you in the building at the time?
Naturally, if I work in that building, yes, sir.
Back up, man! Did you shoot the president?
No, they're taking me in because of the fact that I lived in the Soviet Union. I'm just a patsy.
President?
I'm just a patsy. I'm just a patsy. I'm just a patsy.
All right, y'all, let's run this back and get straight into this joint. The American comeback. Out the gate, we see this lightning bolt in the eye on the American, right? Which goes to the symbol we're going to bring here. And we see this whole white supremacy, Aryan Brotherhood lightning bolt. So let's bring that white supremacy on a calculator and put it up with Tyler Robinson, right? Is the executioner. He is the shooter, like Snake Eyes. Tyler is the executioner, like this script here. Tyler is the executioner. Tyler Robinson, 186, 69, 75. White supremacy, 186, 69, 75. 3 cipher completion alignment. 3 of them things out the gate. Dealing with this white supremacy, we're gonna get heavy into the Masonic
Concept
order.
of this event, man.
Right out the gate.
Concept of this event.
Jimmy Kimmel's show was suspended.
Man, you know, it's supremacy. That's a strong
is a
name.
Disney
That's
production. This is a
name,
Disney
bro.
Presents production, and Disney owns ABC, and that ABC building that Jimmy Kimmel has his show in is old Hollywood Masonic temple. So we're gonna get deep into the occult and the Freemasonry because their fingerprints all over the place right here in this joint. So Freemasonry, 139, 158, 59. Thunderbolt, like the Thunderbolt in the American Comeback Tour, 139, 158, 59. So yeah, I'm hitting you out the gate with 3 of them things. Because we're gonna connect the white supremacy, the Freemasonic order, to, I'm telling you, the fingerprints all over this place. Masonic, 74, 115, 43. Clark Kent was executed in Orem, Utah with the 11543 like Masonic. Jesus replied, I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven, right? That's a reference to Lucifer, which is going to match Masonic, 74, 115, 43 with 3 of them things to match Orem, Utah, right? This whole Masonic ritual that went down in Orem, Utah. Like Baal, the whole Baal worshiping, the whole Baal symbol, holding the lightning rod, like all these other religious deities that have their gods or their that deity dealing with the lightning rod, right? Like Zeus, meaning the light god. So again, heavy with this Masonic connection. And these names and titles that I'm giving isn't something we just digging and shoveling up. These are presented to us. They're presented to me, and we just run them through the calculator. Easy connections, connecting the dots, because this script, even though the script is all over the motherfucking place, it is very easy script. You know, Disney, you know what I mean, they be making films for kids. This is fucking as rated R and graphic as it is. This is a very simple Disney script, right? That's why it said, come on, it was at a campus. And I mean, kids are involved when it comes to Disney, y'all. Political Martyr, 192, 75, matching Charlie Kirk, Mr. Clark Kent himself, 192, 75, right? Double bangers, bang, 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 2 of them things. Trump with the 88, Masonic ritual, because this is what it is. And we're dealing with Turning Point USA, 88. And then this 88 we can go on probably for for a whole day, for hours, just talking about the 88. I mean, especially when it comes to Trump and anything dealing with the nuclear, right? They are discussing nuclear war behind the scenes every day, right? So this happened on a Wednesday.
First and foremost, I gotta get
44, and 44 is the killed number, right? 44 is always associated with killing and death and shooting. And when you break down these numerology in these certain dates, there are certain dates within the year that will add up to this 44, and they call them the kill date, right? So Wednesday, 44 killed with a 44, shooting with a 44, and yes, the Black Widow herself, Erica with the KKKK 44. And I'm telling you, we're connecting the dots to Freemasonry because this Masonic ritual, the fingerprints, all that lead us right to the lodge. The fucking fingerprints are leading us right to the lodge, y'all. Freemasonry 139, 158, 59, fatally shot 139, 158, 59. Clark Kent, Mr. Charlie Kirk, was fatally shot on a campus event 139, 158, 59. I'm telling y'all, we got 3 of them things back to back, back to back, back to back. Can't make this shit up. Which, shout out to Zachary K. Hubbard mentioning a Tyler and what a Tyler is, right? We got Tyler James Robinson, the executioner in the Charlie Kirk script, and we got Lincoln Tyler, the executioner in the Snake Eyes script. And when it comes to Snake Eyes, that is a very, very big connection to this Charlie Kirk script. You already know that. It is held at a hotel casino by the character of Gilbert Powell, whose character is based on Donald Trump in Atlantic City, his Trump Castle. Right, so there's the Trump Castle connection to Trump in the Snake Eyes movie. The director, Brian Del Palma, his birthday is on September 11th. There you have the
City Medical Center after being struck by an assassin's bullet while attending a boxing match at the Atlantic City Arena.
This movie connection to Charlie Kirk is definitely the script, and Disney is fulfilling their role with their chosen characters, right? And I tell you what, y'all, the script is marvelous. This is a great fucking Disney Presents script. It's just these actors and actresses are terrible, yo. Now, Lincoln Tyler again in the film Snake Eyes, the executioner, and Tyler James Robinson in the Charlie Kirk script is the executioner. So, B.A. Tyler, guard the craft, this Masonic occult ritual. They are trying to give Charlie Kirk's alleged shooter has been identified as the 22-year-old Tyler James Robinson. He was turned into authorities by his father, and they're trying to give the kid the death penalty. So this could be a Masonic sacrifice, or he's getting initiated, whatever the hell's going on. It is obviously, we see what a Tyler is. The Tyler's Oath, the investigating committee administers the Tyler's Oath in the following manner. The past master of the investigating committee or chairman will hold the Holy Bible. The visiting brother will place his right hand on the Bible and raise his left hand and repeat the oath as it was given by the PM, past master, or the committee chairman. This is the walking the Tyler sword. So You see the connection with the Masonic occult and what a Tyler is, and his name being Tyler James Robinson. Then we get the Tyler, Lincoln Tyler in the movie Snake Eyes, named the executioner. Charlie Kirk was executed by Tyler, and they were both shot in the neck at a live event. We don't deal with coincidences over here, y'all. No coincidences, y'all. No coincidences, right? The anniversary of the attack on the World Trade Center, the Twin Towers, in 2025 was on September 11th. Charlie Kirk was shot in the neck the day before on the Twin Towers Eve, y'all. September 11th was the 24th anniversary of September 11th, the 2001, the 201. Remember this 201, y'all, because I'm a gun you down with these smoking guns, y'all. The fucking barrels is burning, and these guns is going off, y'all. We can smell the fucking smoke fire. So remember the 201. Again, the movie Snake Eyes, the director, Brian Del Palma, birthday is on September 11th. So we're gonna get the September 11th tribute from the movie Snake Eyes. You get the Donald Trump connection with Gilbert Powell. His character is based on Donald Trump. They're actually the movie at Atlantic City. It's right there on the billboard in the very beginning of the movie. It's in a thunderstorm, right? A thunderstorm. Hello, thunder, lightning. Back to the American tour. The lightning bolt that we just got done discussing, y'all. There's mad fucking connections. You see the USA flag in the back. The Atlantic City, like the Trump Castle in Atlantic City. His character is based on Donald Trump. It says it right there. Lincoln Tyler is the boxer's name in the movie. He goes by the Executioner. That's the name given to him for this script. And in the Charlie Kirk script, Tyler Robinson is the kid's name, right? Tyler James Robinson. And James is heavy in this script. Only James I can think of is King James. Everything is always biblical, so really the only reference I get when it comes to James, because you got Charles James Kirk, Tyler James Robinson, Spencer James Cox. Pause. He is the Utah governor on this case. So you see the James here, and then when you think of Kirk, I thought of Captain Kirk, Captain James Kirk of Star Trek. That's his name, James Kirk. So I was like, yo, as soon as I thought of Captain Kirk, I was like, oh fuck, he's old, he's next. You know what I mean? Like, it just connected. Captain Kirk, Charlie Kirk, Captain James Kirk, Charlie James Kirk. And while I was looking him up, it said he was rushed to the hospital, and now they're trying to deny it. And I thought that was crazy as heck, because I literally said he's fucking next. I even posted up in my on my community tab, and yeah, he actually went to the hospital that day, and that was all because of this James Kirk connection. So again, this Clark Kent, and I'll explain why I'm calling him Clark Kent, but I do want to touch on this pause. We're going to get to this September 19th. A lot of everyone is out there saying that it says September 10th. No, it don't. I also posted that on my community tab. It clearly says 19th. It is September 19th. I know it is a good reach. It does say 10 p.m., but the date on this is September 19th. It is not September 10th, y'all. Alright? But the 19th does hold value. You can break that down, and that 19th does have some value to Charlie Kirk. So You can't let that slip away. There's nothing to disregard in the Snake Eyes film. Even the film cover, you have Nicolas Cage in his hand gesture that we often see Donald Trump and Clark Kent, Charlie Kirk doing, right? Again, Lincoln Tyler with the 165, the Executioner, Tyler Robinson, the Executioner, 165, y'all. And Snake Eyes, the U.S. politician Charles Kirkland. Let's not forget that, man. Charles Kirkland and Snake Eyes. This is what this is all about. Charles Kirkland in the movie Snake Eyes was assassinated at a live event and shot in the neck, like Charlie Kirk shot in the neck at a live event. This fucking Masonic Disney script is fucking great, y'all. We need a round of applause. They are definitely gonna get an Oscar award for this one, because as soon as we seen 33 hours after the fucking shooting, they post a 33-hour manhunt. We see that. We know the Disney fan club. Out the gate, we know Disney was involved, and Disney has been heavily involved in this script, this Jesuit script here, y'all. A 33-hour manhunt. How police caught Charlie Kirk. His suspect, which was actually turned in by his father, right? The initiate, you know what I mean? His Tyler, right? His son was guarding the door while the other fairies were, that's what a Tyler is. They guard the door while the lodge is in there hazing each other, doing all types of Sodom and Gomorrah fucking acts behind them walls. And little Tyler is out there holding down the fort, watching the lodge, right? Keeping all the secrets inside there. That's what a Tyler is. Big Masonic ritual, especially with all this 33 shit. 33-hour manhunt. The 33 Masonic ritual connected with Disney. I'm telling you, they own ABC. That's where Jimmy Kimmel's show is broadcasted. He was a big part of the script as well. You know what I mean? Just to project some of that back and forth, blue and red gangbanging hatred, that division. That's what these red and blue Democrats, Republicans do. They're out there gangbanging, spreading division. That's all it is. I don't give a fuck what side it is. You want to represent either side, you can fucking go jump off the bridge. Is how we feel. So this connection with Disney, Jimmy Kimmel, the Masonic Temple. He gets suspended. He comes back. Fake cries. I mean, big Masonic ritual with this. So Walt Disney owning ABC, the old Hollywood Masonic Temple. Walter Elias Disney is a Freemason. He has the Disney 33 Club with the Walt Disney 201 connection. We're going to break down the 201 at the end when we close the show with the Jesuit calling card, the 201, the conservative hoax 201, the Maga Martyr 201. Again, Walt Disney Club 33, y'all. Police 33, Masonry 33, DC Comics 33. I'm bringing up DC Comics because they're the ones with this Superman. Alright, I'm gonna tell you why I keep calling this character Clark Kent. DC Comics 33, gay 33, because the shooter, little gay, happy gay, guard dog, Tyler James Robinson, was a fruitcake, and he was dating a male to female transgender fairy boy. That's why he was at Fairy Queen. And KKK with the 33. Keep it rolling, yo. Freedom with the 33. Charlie was caught chilling in the chair with the freedom on his shirt when he was publicly executed. The Disney Secret Club 33. Here you see the hats lined up. I didn't put them on the table like this. Whether or not it's purposely done, this is how they presented it. So we're gonna break it down. There you see the 47, the 11 with the Twin Tower tribute for the 11. Also the 47
tribute to Trump, 47th president. 3 rows, 11 plus 11 plus 11 plus 11 with the 33. 11 times 3, 33 club, right? So you see this heavy Walt Disney 33 Masonic connection. ABC, the Hollywood Masonic Temple, Jimmy Kimmel Show, he gets suspended. You know what I mean? Just another Freemason actor on the fucking stage. The Walt Disney Company owns ABC. Fox is owned by Fox Corporation. And Disney acquired most of 21st Century Fox. The 21st Century, the 201. Take that, the 0 down, you get the 21. Walt Elias Disney. 21, 201, the Maga Martyr, 201, Charlie Kirk, 105, Walter Elias Disney, 105. Now let's break down this Clark Kent, Charlie Kirk connection, alright? Because I'm not the one calling this fruitcake. Superman, alright? This character right here is Superman boy, right? This Smallville guy right here from Arlington. Right, Charlie Kirk. C, 3rd letter, K, 11th letter, again, 3 times 11 to 33. Clark Kent, Charlie Kirk. Yo, why you calling this motherfucker Superman, though? Superman just came out this year on July 11th. They released this Superman movie on July 11th, right? So, the shooter, the executioner, Tyler James Robinson, went to a Fairy Queen, the Dairy Queen, and got whatever the hell he got, his little fruit cup and his little cupcake, and there's a picture taken of him, and right there behind him is a Superman poster, right? And they've been saying that Charlie Kirk stopped that bullet from going and harming anyone else, right? He's got the fucking neck of a goddamn oak tree in the fucking Sierra fucking in the forest, right? This fool's got a redwood fucking neck. He's got a neck as thick as a fucking redwood. And he stopped the bullet from penetrating the fucking crowd, right? So they're calling him the Man of Steel, y'all. So Superman released July 11th. There you see 11 again with the Twin Towers. Big 11. The Twin Towers, you know, the Big 11. July 11th, 107. Superman, 107. Charles James Kirk, 107. Again, the Utah Governor Spencer James Cox, his birthday is on July 11th, the day of Superman's release. So we go down to his bitch, right? Superman's bitch is Lois Lane, and Charlie Kirk's bitch, her name is Erica KKK, her Erica with the K, right? Her name is Erica Kirk. No. Her real name, her full name, her middle name is Erica Lane. Like Lois fucking Lane, y'all. Right? I'm telling you, this script is greatly written, y'all. I'm gonna tell you that. This is one of the fucking the greatest scripts written by Disney right here. Lois Lane, Superman's girlfriend. Erica Lane is Charlie Kirk's girlfriend. Lois Lane 48, Erica Kirk with the KKK 48, Superwoman 125, and Erica Lane Kirk KKK Kirk with the 125, y'all. So I'm not the one trying to connect the fucking Superman thing. There you see Clark Kent. Charlie Kirk. There you see Lois Lane. There you see Erica Lane Kirk. They calling her Superwoman. You know what I mean? They're calling him Superman, the Man of Steel. July 11th, another tribute to the Twin Towers. You just can't make this fucking shit up, y'all. He's from Arlington Heights. Arlington, 133. Charlie Kirk, 133. Look at the date span between this date and that date. 133. Cannot make the shit up. Again, Spencer James Cox. Pause. Birthday on the 11th, the day of the movie release. Charlie Kirk, Clark Kent, CK, the 33, character 33. Miraculously, Charlie Kirk's group says the bullet couldn't fully go through the Man of Steel. So, we got this picture of Charlie Kirk in his Superman shirt and his suspenders, holding up all the kids who he's fucking saved during the event. Charlie Kirk, the Man of Steel story, predictive programming, yes it is. Charlie Kirk, the Man of Steel. They got the Superman merch. Go fucking... you know damn well I'm not gonna tell y'all to go fucking support that shit. So this is crazy fucking connection, y'all. The Disney Presents push. This big Masonic Tyler connection. The Snake Eyes film connection. The JFK Patsy scene connection. Conspiracy after conspiracy, y'all. And we ain't even got to his funeral yet. We ain't even got to the Black Widow yet. We ain't even got to the bitch herself. We ain't even got to Miss Arizona yet, y'all. The funeral service was a soap opera like no other. This was the greatest performance from our lead actors, y'all. Miss Arizona herself and her horny sidekick Gilbert Powell, aka Donald Trump. And yes, I'm talking about the Black Widow, the extremist Erica KKK with the K, y'all.
The problem is there was a tree there, blocking the first two shots. Time they crowned this approval film.
Didn't J. Edgar Hoover say something about that? Leaves are falling.
Ain't a time left.
Let me ask you something, Lou. Why not just shoot Kennedy coming up Houston? There's plenty of time.
Erica Kirk has deep connections to Jeffrey Epstein, Donald Trump, and the State of Israel. The supposed grieving wife and mother is going to be taking over Turning Point USA. So here's some facts about her that I think the public has a right to know and that nobody else is reporting on. Around 2009 to 2010, even though Erica had never modeled before or participated in a beauty pageant, she received an invitation in the mail to participate in the Miss USA beauty pageants, which were owned by Donald Trump. In 2012, she won the Miss Arizona competition, and at the same time, according to her website, she was also a casting director at the same time she was modeling for Trump. In 2006, she started a ministry when she was just 17 years old. This ministry was working with the US military in Romania at the same time she claimed to be working as a casting director. The area in Romania where Erica was operating her ministry out of had a ton of locals accusing these evangelical ministries of kidnapping children and trafficking them out of the country. These children were being found in Israel, the UK, and undisclosed private islands. The locals demanded that the authorities look into this, and shocker, they never did, but her ministry was kicked out of Romania. In 2018, 2 years after Donald Trump started working with Charlie Kirk, Erica and Charlie were introduced to one another. after one of their mutual friends suggested that Charlie should hire her to work for Turning Point. So at Erica's job interview with Charlie, Erica allegedly said, "You're not going to be my boss. You're going to be my boyfriend." So they began dating. I think it's safe to assume that this mutual friend was Donald Trump, because Erica was already one of his employees, so it would make sense for his team to encourage this. Beauty pageants are a well-known gateway for human trafficking. So with her being a casting director, her ministry, working with the military in Romania and being asked to leave, along with her very strange behavior of capitalizing on the death of her husband, I think this should be of immense concern to us all. Random people do not get propped up by the mainstream media out of nowhere. That includes Charlie Kirk, whose father had deep connections to Donald Trump even before he started working with Charlie Kirk. All of these people that you see on TV run in the same circles, and anybody with ties to human trafficking should not be trusted. So comment below and let me know, did you know about her ties to Trump and the beauty pageants and this ministry that she operated in Romania? Let's chat about this.
I believe that we all have angels in our lives, and these are my little angels from Antonio Placement Center in Constanța, Romania. Our goal with the Romanian Angels Project was to show these children the true American heart during the holiday season. And what better way to do that than having our United States military personally deliver the gifts?
You're not going to do that. Right. So focus on the basics. Mastery of the basics is mastery. Period.
All 75 children had a present to open that day. Sometimes the greatest charity comes from the most simple forms of kindness. It doesn't matter where you came from or what your weaknesses are or your strengths. What matters is that you cared enough to change a child's life with a moment in time that they wish could last forever.
This is not good, you guys. I am throwing my funeral director flag after police dispatch audio came out and said there was no autopsy performed and that the doctor at the hospital signed the death certificate. I'm gonna break this down for you as a funeral director, been in the industry for 15 years. I am not going to talk about specifics. I am not going to talk about conspiracies. I'm just gonna give you the facts and then you can come to your own conclusion after that. All over the internet for 2 weeks now, I've been seeing people say, well, an autopsy was not needed because we saw what happened. That is totally contradictory to the law. Autopsies are required always in the case of homicide, suicide, car accidents, any unexpected, unattended deaths, any deaths of violence. They need this not just to pinpoint the cause of death, but also for legal proceedings. You would still need those facts from the medical examiner in the court of law. Every area is different, but it is pretty consistent across the board that these types of deaths 100% of the time get an autopsy. I have never ever seen a case like this not receive an autopsy. If you are wondering about the portion where they say the doctor at the hospital provided the cause of death on the death certificate, again, that would not be the case in a situation like this. It would have been the medical examiner after the autopsy was completed. Let's add to that there are contradictory statements now. Some saying there was, some saying there wasn't. It's not for me to decide what's truthful. It's for you to get the facts. And I'm letting you know from a professional that no autopsy is completely abnormal, not done, unacceptable.
And meanwhile, at Charlie Kirk's studio, his wife, grieving widow, is giggling and ecstatically happy. This is the strangest stuff I've ever seen. Y'all check this out and try to explain it to me. Are they going to put this together with AI? Look how happy and giddy she is to do this podcast.
We have unused material from speeches that he's had that no one has heard yet. We have Sunday specials lined up to the brim because my husband was so intentional about making sure that there was enough content. Always.
He made sure we recorded everything.
Everything.
He would not do a speech unless we could get the video and the
100%. So we have speeches that no one's heard of. We have interviews that no one's heard of. We have stuff from Korea and Japan that no one's heard of.
Podcasts.
So, I mean, in the words of my husband, buckle up, because there is a lot of content to be had. And we have so many amazing things down the pipeline that we are working on currently that will
unveil in due time.
I am so excited.
Yeah.
And so,
and by the way, those are things Charlie himself
that he wanted.
We were working on some big things. Right.
It sounds like they're going to put together all this crap with AI and 11 labs to me. Look how giddy she is during her first podcast. Less than 2 weeks later, I don't think I would even be able to breathe still. Buckle up. How many people have said that? Including Q, including the El Salvadoran president. Something really, really strange is going on here.
A lot of the guiding vision that we're using right now to kind of steady the ship and figure out where we're going is the things Charlie himself
100%.
Told us where we were going.
100%. And similar with Turning Point USA, Charlie had a plan moving past 2030 that he's shared with the team and has implemented. So we're not going anywhere.
We have the blueprints.
We have the blueprints. We have our marching orders, and we are just remaining humble and grateful to God, and we're remaining just stewards to what God has blessed us with. And I know Charlie's going to continue to guide us, and the Lord will continue to guide us. And I just wanted to let everyone know that this is far beyond any of us sitting in these chairs. This has nothing to do with us. It never will. The glory all to God on that front. And I just am excited. It's weird to say excited, but it's also very surreal to say it because I know that God will use all of this in a way that will glorify him, further Charlie's legacy, and Charlie's up in heaven just having...
He's rooting us on. I know that.
He's so rooting us on.
What if somehow I totally doubt that? Look at that grin. Her first podcast didn't only take over his Turning Point USA, also took over his podcast and show. Wow, folks. Talk about nerve. She's got it. Erica Kirk, nothing but a POS. Share and subscribe, folks. Always remember, anything's possible. Bizarro world, including all the AI garbage we're going to now put together.
He thought we was gonna be light, right? Now you gonna get this fucking work. You trifling bitch. And you'll give me the newspaper so I can roll that shit up and slap this trifling bitch across her face. Y'all, this Erica with the KKKK. Get this Lois Lane, Erica Lane, this fake superwoman bitch. Get her all the way the fuck out of here, y'all. Kirk and Kanye's secret meeting unearthed in newly released clip. Get that shit all the way out of here. I'm telling you, y'all, we already know the Kanye connection, how he got down with his whole little KKK hood. He came out with the hood. You see the American Comeback Tour logo. You see the Brotherhood Forever, the whole white pride, 88. You see the lightning bolt symbolism. Hey yo, you wanna cry about that shit? I'm not saying anyone's fucking race. I'm not saying none of that shit. I'm telling you what the fuck, the symbology, the symbolism that's presented, y'all. So fuck you. You wanna cry about this shit because we're talking about your fucking American fucking heroes that you guys keep on swinging on. Fuck out of here with that shit. Got your whole politics shit. Get that shit the fuck out of here. You need to pack your shit up and take your soft ass and get the fuck out of here. Pack your shit up and go, man. Pack it. Come on. Come on. You're still sitting around and shit. Crying. Fuck you. Fuck this whole. Fuck the left side. Fuck the right side. Fuck the blue side. Fuck the red side. Fuck all that shit. You want to be down with all that shit. I'm telling you. So, you got the Masonic Order pushing behind that shit. Got the Rosicrucians behind all that shit. Got the Jesuits behind all that shit. Got the Templars Knights behind that shit. Got the Knights of Malta behind that shit. All this evil shit. And you still want to act like you're down and represent and shout out that supremacy shit. Yeah, y'all motherfuckers is bogus and compromised and fake as fuck. All y'all. Y'all know who the fuck you is. Erica Kirk with the KKK Illuminati. 48 150 69. Erica K 48 150 69. 3 of them fucking things, y'all. 150 Illuminati. Erica KKK 150. In the movie Snake Eyes, you see Nicolas Cage talk about the 150.
Mister, how you roll? I mean, why don't you just shoot her 100?
My condolences to you, sir. My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks. They've just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years. And it's going to be a beauty. It'll be an absolutely magnificent structure. And
they asked Trump about Charlie Kirk. He hits you with the 150. And the cash app's right there. Why don't you hit me with the 150? Jesuit Order 144, 54, 153, 72. I ain't forgot about you, you trifling bitch. Miss Arizona, Miss 144, 54, 153, 72. You see it? You see it? All four cipher completion all across the goddamn board. The Jesuit Order in her Jesuit educated Miss Arizona. You trifling bitch. Fuck out of here. Then we go find out, I don't know if it's Romanian, her Romanian ties, whatever ties she has. Once you go look into all those, go look it up, y'all. You already know the trafficking that's going on. Go follow her fucking shit. This bitch is about to get fucking exposed next. You trifling bitch with her Jesuit ties, her Romanian or whatever it is, those ties. She gave the dude a shout out as well. Oh yeah, it's about to get ugly for her. And she's an actress, y'all. We knew that. We knew her that funeral shit, that memorial service was fake as fuck. Come on, y'all. I'm telling you, this was Disney's greatest script. It was a good performance, but at the same time, you fucking are a terrible actress, bitch. Glendale, Arizona 144, Jesuit Order 144, Miss Arizona with the 144, Charlie Kirk 1993 to 2025 Memorial Service, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. You trifling bitch. And she's at the age of 36. November 20th is her birthday. 88. There you go. 88 again with fucking Uncle old fucking Gilbert Powell. Look at him. Now you're telling me she ain't down with the fucking program. She's at her old man's memorial service who just got shot in the fucking neck live in campus event, throwing up the goddamn corn noodle. Yo, you gotta get the fuck out of here. This bitch is throwing up the fucking devil horns out the gate. You can't make this shit up, y'all. At the age of 36 to 3/6. Come on, you trifling bitch. We see you, witch. We see you, witch. We see you, witch, with the warlock right next to you. You know you're right next to this fucking warlock.
Best thing happened in this planet right now is the Trump to be the president. I said, how is this possible? It's the best thing to happen. He said, yes, because he's so irrational, he's so crazy. That's actually create that awakening, that we finally wake up. Because before it will be another guy and everything looks similar, but he's so different than anything else. So he's the magician who waking us up. What do you think about that? That kind of.
Yeah, I'm talking about your mans, y'all. He's the warlock. And if you want to back this warlock up, yeah, y'all's funny as fuck. Gilbert Powell is based on Donald Trump. You know what I mean? This is your fucking superhero, y'all.
That's a little bit old.
You guys were calling Trump Superman too, right?
Want to really see
The
something
fuck out of here. Gilbert Powell is based on Donald Trump. It says it right there, Snake Eyes 1998. On the cover again, you see him doing his hand symbols, his hand gestures like Donald Trump, Gilbert Powell like Charlie Kirk, Clark Kent, and Snake Eyes, a U.S. politician. Charles Kirkland is assassinated at a live event and even shot in the neck. Charles James Kirk, shot at a live event in the neck, assassinated, publicly executed. Lincoln Tyler, the executioner. Tyler Robinson, the executioner, 165. Brian Russell Del Palma, born September 11th. He is the film director and screenwriter of the movies Snake Eyes, born on September 11th, the big 11 tribute, the day before 9/11. Hello, y'all. Wake the fuck up, or get woke the fuck up. You see all this shit right here, man. You see it. It's all right there. Several eerie similarities between Charlie Kirk's assassination and the 1998 movie Snake Eyes has been pointed to by Eagle Eye social media users. Kirk, the Turning Point USA founder, was fatally shot when attending an event at Utah Valley University on September 10th. Right? Snake Eyes, starring Nicolas Cage, is directed by Brian D. Palmer and was released in 1998. The internet users finding similarities between the film's plot and Charlie Kirk's assassination. Further, there were also claims that the fight in the Snake Eyes takes place on September 10th. No, it doesn't. Alright, I already cleared that shit the fuck up. It is September 19th. Alright, it is September 19th. I know we wanted that reach, but it's not there. It is September 19th, which is the same date as Kirk's assassination. No, it's not. It's September 19th. But no official source has confirmed this, bitch. I just confirmed it. I confirmed it, bitch. It's September 19th, not the 10th. That's not all. The movie also has ties to Donald Trump. Yes, it does. Who Kirk strongly supported. Yes, he did. Part of the movie was also shot at the Trump Taj Mahal Hotel and Casino in Atlantic City. I told ya. The character Gilbert Powell is also based on Trump as per IMDb. We just read it. I told ya. Charlie Kirk shooting why Nicolas Cage's Snake Eyes movie is suddenly trending. Because y'all, Disney wrote the fucking script. Yo, Disney presents y'all out the gate. And Disney, the supremacy, right? Oh, supremacy. Guess what? Disney's at it again, virtual friends. My virtual friends. Disney is at it again with... Listen to this. This ain't fucking, this ain't subliminal. Alright? This ain't subliminal. Disney is at it again with the supremacy. The first similarity users was found thus in the name itself, given that Charlie Kirk's full name was Charles James Kirk. In the film, Kirkland gets shot in the neck. In the video of Charles Kirk assassination also appeared to show the bullet hit the side of his neck. Users also pointed to the fact that the fighter who takes the fall in Snake Eyes when Kirkland is shot is named Lincoln Tyler. Meanwhile, in Charlie Kirk's case, a 22-year-old Utah native by the name of Tyler Robinson has been arrested. The Tyler bite of the names has ex-users believing in another link. Predictive programming. How in 1998 Nicolas Cage movie scripted the death of Charlie Kirk, remarked one person. Another one said, "The coincidence, man, and in this movie are too many alike, bruh. Charlie Kirk's murder, this can't be a coincidence." Nah, fuck up, y'all. No coincidence, y'all. We don't deal with coincidence theorists over here. Yet another person commented, "There are no coincidences. Charlie Kirk was an inside job. The Jesuits did it. The Jesuits did it." Meanwhile, Erica with the KKK Kirk, Charlie's husband on the current CEO of Turning Point USA, she's taken over, y'all, spoke at her late husband's memorial event and said that she forgave Tyler Robinson for the alleged shooting of her old man, Charlie Kirk. Mr. Clark Kent, Superwoman, said that I forgive him. I'm telling y'all, and let's hope William Shatner, Mr. Captain James Kirk, isn't next. Because while we was looking up and got shook up while we was looking, he was sent to the hospital. William is denying that, but it is in there are news articles. There is on the internet saying that William Shatner, Mr. Captain James Kirk, went to the hospital today, right? And the Snake Eyes, the Charlie Kirk hand gestures, the movie references, connections. This is a great Disney presents script, y'all. Shout out to Aldous Huxley, The Hidden Eye, right? Captain America, Brave World. I don't know if that's same director as, oh man, I can't think of the film. Anyways, y'all, we're gonna close this out with the Maga Martyr, y'all, and I'm out of here, y'all. I'm out of here. This was a crazy Disney production presents whatever the hell it is. Disney was behind it. Big Masonic ritual. You've seen it. Man, Snake Eyes was the closing script. We have multiple shooters. You see the JFK connection, the whole Oswald or whatever dude's name was. What was the assassinator's fucking name? Yeah. Calling out that he was a fucking patsy, right? The whole Snake Eyes connection was crazy, man. The Donald Trump connection, the 9/11 connection, the executioner Tyler connection, the biggest connection of all, you, the Secretary of Defense, his fucking name was Charles Kirkland, y'all. Come on. Like, it's fucking over. Fold it up. The script's over. The fucking, the movie was great. The movie was great. It's a wrap. So it was a great, the character of Charlie Kirk is fucking gone, y'all. Read that, the words about they take many roles, y'all. They take many roles. The character of Charlie Kirk has been taken off the stage. The Maga Martyr, Charlie Kirk, Clark Kent, the Jesuit Order 201, the Maga Martyr 201, Order of Illuminati 201, Conservative Hoax 201, Charlie Kirk's Funeral 201, Walter Elias Disney 201. Disney presents the 21st Century Fox, the 21 First Century Fox and Walt Disney has just exposed the real truth, y'all. Turning Point USA, man. USA is at a turning point. Turning Point USA 187. The Jesuits are in control. The Jesuits did it. The Jesuits did it. Society of Jesus 187. You can't talk about the Freemasons. Can't talk about the Rosicrucians, the Knights Templars, if we're not talking about the Jesuits. You can't bring up the Illuminati if you're not talking about the Jesuits. And yes, in the movie Snake Eyes, the all-seeing eye, the eye of providence, was the one who caught the shooter in action. It was all on film, which is a big reference to surveillance and AI being pushed now. This is what this is all about. This is the next plan. This is the next agenda. This is the next move for the New World Order to bring in surveillance. You've seen it in the movie. The whole thing about Snake Eyes in the movie, the snake eyes, the eye, the serpent's eye, snake eyes. Hello, y'all, Illuminati, the snake eye, the eye of the serpent, right? Lucifer, the eye of the serpent, fell from the sky. It's in Luke, the eye of the serpent, y'all. So again, you see Nicolas Cage look up, you see him see the eye, the big brother eye. That is the new surveillance, the 15-minute cities, the whole agenda they want to push. I believe that is a big key factor in what we are missing. 187, Brotherhood of Death. You see the lightning bolts, the Brotherhood of Death for the Aryan Brotherhood. So close it out with this, y'all. The Brotherhood, the whole Aryan Brotherhood, the Brotherhood of Death, the Masonic Occult, the Jesuit Oath. 187, the Brotherhood of Death. Clark Kent, Mr. Charlie Kirk, was publicly executed. 187, the Society of Jesus. Can't have none of this Illuminati talk, Freemasonic talk without the Society of Jesus. The 187, man. You know the 187, the Penal Code for homicide and murder. Turning Point USA, Charlie Kirk, Captain, Charlie Kirk, Clark Kent was a part of Turning Point. He was the CEO, the founder of Turning Point USA 187, y'all. Man, oh man, shout out to Disney, y'all. Great performance, great script. Performance was I mean, Miss fucking Miss Arizona, you trifling bitch, y'all. You know that is silent for those who fight. Opposite of what's violent, yo. Snake eyes, the serpent eye, the all-seeing eye, yo. The eye of province, yo. We out.
So I was asked on this very windy night, speaking of that, to do a thing that we used to do during the campaign. I'll do it. Has anyone heard of the snake? Have you heard it? Should I do it? So this has to do with this subject. And it's been a long time since I've done this one, but so many people are asking, you ready? The snake, on her way to work one morning, down the path along the lake, a tender-hearted woman saw a poor, half-frozen snake. His pretty colored skin had been all frosted with the dew. Poor thing, she cried, I'll take you in, and I'll take care of you. Take me in, O tender woman. Take me in for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman, sighed that vicious snake. She wrapped him up, all cozy, in a comforter of silk, and she laid him by the fireside with some honey and some milk. She hurried home from work that night. As soon as she arrived, she found that pretty snake she'd taken in had been revived. Take me in, O tender woman. Take me in for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman, sighed that vicious snake. She clutched him to her bosom. You're so beautiful, she cried, but I hadn't brought you in by now. You know you would have died. She stroked his pretty skin again and kissed and held him tight. But instead of saying thank you, the snake gave her a vicious bite. Take me in, O tender woman, take me in for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman, sighed that vicious snake. I saved you, cried the woman, and you've bitten me, but why? You knew your bite was poisonous, and now I'm going to die. Shut up, silly woman, said the reptile with a grin. You knew damn well I was a snake before you took me in.
Charlie Kirk! Racist bastard! Racist bastard! Piss on your ass!
some have escalated to real-world actions, vandalizing memorials to Charlie Kirk and taunting his mourning supporters.
He got shot in the head! Your homie dead!
The tolerant, peace-loving left is a complete myth. Look anywhere online and you'll be treated to an endless stream of people who are laughing, dancing, rejoicing, practically throwing their own personal parades after hearing the news.
Charlie Kirk! Charlie Kirk! Race!
Viewers hear some video and some sound of now the late Charlie Kirk speaking to this crowd of students in Orem, Utah. And it wasn't just students, I should add. This event was open to anyone that wanted to come. And here's what he was saying just moments before that deadly shot rang out.
Transgender Americans have been mass shooters over the last 10 years.
Too many.
Right? I'm going to give you some credit. Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years?
Counting or not counting gang violence?
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a pay-per-view television event. It's hard to believe, but tonight's heavyweight fight is the swan song for the brand-new Atlantic City Arena. The final event to be held in this storied hall before it is gutted and completely renovated as part of Gilbert Powell's Millennium Hotel and Casino. Along with 14,000 fight fans who have braved Hurricane Jezebel. Shut up! Cut! You can't see it. They want you to call it a tropical storm. But it is a hurricane! Yeah, well, it's also a holiday weekend, so you think just call it a tropical storm? Please! I love this now. It's been the weather! Alright, listen, we're gonna go live on this one, so don't screw it up. And I think that's powerful. Secretary Kirk. Zoom in on them pretty entry. Anyway, we're on the side. I understand out here right now. No. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a pay-per-view television event. Well, the lucky ones are already inside of the fight, as the first taste of Tropical Storm Jezebel flashes the boardwalk outside the Grand
Firearms, hand grenades, flamethrowers and bulletproof escalades. War ready, we're making a mess today. Weapons of mass destruction, nuclear buttons set to activate. Destroy the delegates, deploy bombs to detonate. Dangerous mistakes lead to a grave. Renegades raging on a rampage, regulating improper ways. History hesitates, heist of the century, heroic faith. Hebrew Israelites wait to demonstrate. Penalties face, prisoners they incarcerate. Police officers patrol the public space. Caution tape, circle where we navigate. Corporate America caused the rain. Brains can't even think straight. Brainwaves don't even move the same. Brain dead won't registrate. Soldiers relate, souls were sold for the salary wage. Paper paid the piper to play a role in a pagan parade. Bloody blame games, boundaries break. Bombs go off, creating loud bangs. No president safe, no time to negotiate. No escaping the new world order, take over date. Populations plan made to disintegrate. Politics used to separate, policy segregate. ICE agents put in a place to isolate. Investigators interrogate, intricate the terror to a tyrant's to rape. Crime rates circulate, cold cases get thrown away. Constitutional rights hold no weight. Illegal foreign exchange, inappropriate behaviors from elites with big names. Slaves now in trade, supremacy ordered by the KKK. Security gates, serpents from the underworld still in the stage. We are at war. We are at war.
Planet right now is Trump to be the president. I say, how is this possible? It's the best thing to happen. He said, yes, because he's so irrational, he's so crazy. Let's actually create that awakening, that we finally wake up. Because before there will be another guy and everything will see